Heavyweight matchup coming up Saturday, April 25th, 2015. What's up, guys? Let's see here. Who we got? Wladimir Klitschko versus Bryant, Bye Jennings. Um, I'm pretty late on this one too, and I think everybody is. Everybody's like pretty much sleeping on this fight. I haven't heard anybody even talk about this fight that much. I don't think people are giving Bryant Jennings a chance. Bryant Jennings is American heavyweight who got started late in his career, and he, like Deontay Wilder, were pretty much like two sport, athletes. They're very athletic, and I guess this is why we don't have a lot of American heavyweight champions. Despite their you know racial or the race or ethnicity. We don't have too many heavyweight champions, coming out of the United States. Pretty much it's just been, hell, I can't even think about who's the last heavyweight champion. Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. So that's been a while, man. That's been a while since he's won, a piece of that heavyweight belt. But it's pretty much been the Klitschko brothers, K2 Promotions, Wladimir Klitschko, and Vitaly relinquished his share of the belt, the WBC. And so we do have a heavyweight champion. It's a guy who shares, one of these belts. There's a lot of belts, but Wladimir Klitschko is the champion. He's the man. He's a unified champion. You know what I'm saying? So he's the man. He got the WBA, WBO, IBF, the IBO. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's an alphabet soup. But so he's got like four of them. The IBO has been off. I don't see anybody fighting for that belt. But Klitschko's got one. So he's at the IBO. So, but he doesn't have the WBC. All right. Wilder has that one. But I just saw an interview with Radio Raheem. This is why sometimes it's good to wait, and just just listen to some of these the commentary and wait for some of these press clippings to come out to sometimes like give your opinion and do an analysis or something, like make a YouTube video or whatever you guys like to do, or read up on. But Bryant Jennings just did something with Radio Raheem, and Radio Raheem, he does stuff for like Max Boxing. I used to be signed up to their website, and they said they were gonna like stream boxing matches, like a long time ago, man. It's almost been like a decade ago. This is back in like 2006. So I was subscribed to them on their webpage, man. I had a T-shirt and everything, man. That thing got lost. Somebody like stole my laundry or threw it out, when I was at an apartment complex. Don't see, how they say don't leave your clothes unattended. Somebody can steal it. But I was just, this is like my workout stuff. So I was like, nobody wants to steal this. So I come back like maybe a couple hours later. No, it wasn't a couple hours. It was like almost a day. I was washing at night, so I was gonna wake up in the morning and get my stuff. But anyway, it was gone, and so let's get off that. But anyway, Radio Raheem interviewed Bryant Jennings, right? And he asked about will the American public be excited about having a heavyweight champion, especially like the heavyweight champion. Bryant Jennings wins. He's like the man. He's like the lineal heavyweight champion, And if he beats Wladimir Klitschko, then goes on to beat Deontay Wilder, he's number one. No doubt about it. Sure enough, he has to defend it because you still got Tyson Fury out there, but Tyson Fury. He's been doing a lot of talking, but as far as making a bid for these belts, no dice on that one. So, Anyway, he had made a comment saying, why aren't people on my bandwagon now? You know what I'm saying? And like, why do they just want to root for winners? But that's everyone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to root for a winner. I know myself. I used to. I still root for like maybe like Zab Judah. He's probably retired right now. He hasn't been making any noise, but even though he has a lot of losses, if he fights, I'm wishing the best for him. Like I said, there's a lot of fighters I wish the best for, and I'm just a fan of like Ruslan Provodnikov. It looks like he's been up and down in his career, and he's limited. Like Brian Vera, maybe like Randall Bailey. I've seen him fight a few times. He's got that right hand, and he's in his career he was able to pick up a few belts. So there's certain guys that are like fringe contenders. Sometimes they pick up a belt, like Paulie Malignaggi. He picked up a few belts in his career, but I just knew he had the up jab and he had pillows for fists. He couldn't punch through a paper bag. But you just root for certain guys because you just like them and you don't want to see them succeed. Now Bryant Jennings, I was rooting for him, but it's kind of sad to see that he has some kind of he holds some kind of grudge through casual fans, people who just, there's so many sports out there. There's so much to watch on television. It's kind of hard to follow, certain boxers. I tell people like, oh man, this is a great match. I try to get people into boxing like all the time, It's like, oh, you got to check this guy out. You got to check that guy out. But if you're not into it, you just not into it, you know? So, and if someone becomes, and just because, even if he does win and becomes heavyweight champion, there's no guarantee that he'll become a star in in America or any place, So, that's why Klitschko's doing this thing over in Germany. He's big over in Germany and in Russia. That's where his fan base is. You just go where you want it when it comes to boxing, or just any place, life in general. You go where you're king. You go where you're loved. And if he feels if he's if he feels if he's not loved now, or will ever be, even with the belts, he might as well just pack it up and showcase his talents over up in Europe. Maybe they'll appreciate him a little more. But it's kind of hard to root for a guy who has all that animosity in him, and and especially with the fans, man. Boxing fans, I guess, or any fan. Look, I mean, look at LeBron James. Look what happened with him when he left Cleveland. Now he's back. Now the fans love him. But those are the fans of Cleveland. They die hard. Cleveland Cavalier fans. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really hate on that. Everybody. But anyway, um, I'm rooting for him. Is he gonna win? I don't know. But I'm rooting for Bryant Jennings. Hopefully he gets he gets the belt. Maybe he defends it a couple of times, and hopefully we can see a good American heavyweight matchup. That would be nice. That would be nice. You know, just me being American and stuff like that. I'm sure a lot of guys from the UK and fight fans from Europe, they'll want to see that matchup. Both of these guys are fit. They're in shape. They're athletic, and they came from humble beginnings and stuff like that. None of these guys are rich guys. Not that makes a difference, but these are guys that got into the boxing gym, did a lot of hard work. For both of them, it looks like it took about eight, almost like 10 years to get to where they're at right now. So the fight card is nothing to speak of. I'm looking at it right now. I don't know who these Saddam Ali. Saddam Ali, he's real good. But other than that, I don't know who these other guys are. I'm gonna have it on my DVR, and I'm guessing only Saddam Ali and Klitschko fight. Klitschko versus Jennings, the only thing that's gonna be televised. But other than that, tell me what you think, man. Should Bryant Jennings be hating on the fans? Being bandwagon fans, you know what I'm saying? Fair weather fans. Um, should he be hating, or should he just keep that to himself and just enjoy the fruits of his labor? All right, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.